Hey Aries, so we're going to do your January 25th full moon in Leo. This is the moon of inner power, and like Leos don't hide from attention. If there's something that needs to be said, they will say it straight up. So feel free to state your needs clearly to others. It's going to be a five card spread. And your first question is, where is Aries' power during this full moon? So where is Aries' power during the full moon? Angel spirit guides. So angel spirit guides. Where is Aries' power in the full moon? Where is Aries' power? So for your power in the full moon, it's the Three of Swords, which is maybe that's coming to terms and gaining your power and recognizing either what past hurt you can gain power from, because that's a knowledge, something you learn from going through all of that, or you doing it to others or them doing it to you. Either way. But you can gain power from that. Maybe gaining power from knowing not what to do, or knowing who to, the signs, like the red flags. That's power. You're learning something from your past relationships, past friendships, past coworkers. It doesn't have to be necessarily like romantic, but it normally is. But any type of hurt that you've caused or someone's caused you, any knowledge or power you could get from that, even though it hurts, you can still you learn something from it. There's a reason why it's happening. There's something you had to learn, they had to learn, or it's the both of you. Okay, so what belief, your next question is, what belief, relationship, or habit no longer serves Aries? So what belief, relationship, or habit no longer serves Aries? So what belief, relationship, or habit no longer serves Aries? I would have to say that maybe you got the Seven of Wands, which that tells me maybe always feeling like you're on the defense, like you're always being the target. And maybe, I don't know if you're not taking responsibility for your actions, or if this is another person, but this is for you. So I would assume that be you always having to feel like you're being targeted, or you're being attacked, but what makes those people attack or target you? Like, what is it that you're doing that makes that? Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying you're doing something wrong. I'm just saying, for those of you that are, that's what I would think. That you need to stop it doesn't serve you to doing that anymore. It's time to take responsibility and take action and step it up. You know what I mean? So what area of life could benefit Aries from taking a risk? Whoop! Those drop cards. What area of life could benefit Aries from taking a risk? What area of life? Your thoughts. You got the Page of Swords, and swords are all about intellect and thinking. So maybe going back to your younger days, when you were younger, and some of the thoughts, like going back to the way how your mental process was before you were hurt, before things were happening, and trying to remember how fresh it was. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because sometimes when we get hurt so much, it's hard to go back to how we were originally, right? Because we got the hurt and we got all of these things that have happened. But somehow we have to learn to go back into counseling or mentorship or some type of help mentally to help us heal from that, so that way we don't continue to drag it to the next thing. It's phase in our life. You know what I'm saying? So maybe it would benefit from taking a risk and actually going back and backtracking through your life of what you've been through and how to heal through it. Go through all the pain and the trauma, and then you'll be so much better on the other side when you get there. Like, you remember who you once were, like in the innocent, pure boy, you know what I mean? And try to get that going again. Because we're never going to go back to all the way innocent, you know what I mean? That's just not fucking realistic. But, and then it says, where is Aries being called to be creative and think outside the box? So let's see what it says. Where is Aries being called to be creative and think outside the box? Where is Aries being creative and think outside the box? One card. Maybe making decisions. You got the Two of Swords. So maybe you need to start being creative and thinking outside of the box. That could be two decisions. That could be not making a decision. Maybe you need to think outside the box of different options. Something you don't normally do, and it actually might work. It's some type of indecision. Something you're not wanting to decide on, or something you don't want to deal with. But you need to be creative and think about it outside of the box and come to a solution. And then the last question is, where is Aries seeking validation in their life? So where is Aries seeking... the King of Wands, which is a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And the King of Wands is he's charismatic, he's grown, he's an adult, he knows how to hold his own. He knows when to sit and when to stand. He knows when to take action and when not to. So maybe you need to just sit there and take a stance and think and not just react. Because I know a lot of Aries, I love you guys to death, but a lot of Aries, they act first, think later, and you need to do the opposite. A lot of the times it gets you into trouble. So maybe you need to be more like the King of Wands and sit there and think first and then act, instead of just getting up and acting and then thinking later like, oh, I messed up. But everybody could use some of that, you know what I mean? Like, we all have our days. Believe me, I had mine earlier. But anyways, that is your reading. If it resonates, like, share, subscribe, and comment down below, you guys. If it don't, let it fly. You already know the deal. Catch you the next time. Peace.